right, I think we're almost ready. Cool. And welcome to the LHL on DGL as we are here live and about to bring you 3 games on the lineup. And they should be good ones. I'm Winners with One. I'm here with Ayla, and it looks like they are getting ready. Ayla?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yeah, are you?
I think so. Tonight's schedule? I know you have that right, because I don't. Tonight's schedule?
Tonight we have a great selection of LHL action. Starting off, the top 2 teams in the league face each other. The Sharks versus Toronto. Then Chicago takes on the Whale, followed by New York against Boston. 6 great teams, 3 great games.
Yes, sounds good to me. As once again, the LHL, they play 3 nights a week and 1 night a week right here on the DGL, and we're happy to bring all the excitement of the Legends Hockey League to you here tonight. The top 2 teams, as Ayla said, in the league will face each other first, as San Jose currently sitting in first. We're still pretty early in the season, but they will face stiff opposition from Toronto as we look at these lineups. We always say there are some good players on these teams, and that is most definitely so with all the teams you'll see tonight, but in particular these 2 teams. This is a very important early season matchup right here that we will be seeing. As we watch the warm-ups, it's about showtime here. As we wait on these guys to get on their respective teams, I see that most of Toronto seems to be here, and looks like San Jose as well, which is good because they are the first 2 teams. But that's one of the great things about LHL. They get things together pretty quickly, and they have pretty set schedules for these things. They have to, because there's just so many games throughout the season. And yeah, it's been an interesting season so far, so we've really enjoyed watching it here on DGL, and yes, I suspect that tonight will be no different. First, they've got to figure out who is going to be on the starting lineups for these teams. And LHL has switched to 5v5, so each team will put 5 out there unless somebody's missing. I believe the rules will allow you to play with 4 and no less. Pretty sure that's the case. So as the warm-up continues, you're getting a look at some of these guys getting getting warmed up. This is Hockey Question Mark. It is made by Cryptic Sea. It is a free-to-play game, and it is first-person hockey. It is by far the greatest first-person hockey simulator that has ever been made in human history, and you'll really see why tonight as you see the high skill levels of North America on display here in the LHL. It's been a very eventful week so far in Hockey Question Mark. We, of course, had the HQML Skills competition on Friday. You can go back to Hitbox to see that. I don't think it made it up to YouTube. I think DVD was going to do a highlight reel of it, and we'll see it then. But it looks like we've got our lineups in, and just in time as the warm-up phase ends. So let's see who we've got here. For San Jose, it's going to be Lucic, K-Bomb, Sammy, Taser, and Crab in a Tree. They will be in red. For Toronto, in blue, Pussy Killer. Ooh, classy, man, classy. Big V, Tiggs, Timu Salami, and Go Leafs Go. And let's get this thing started. As already off the opening face-off, San Jose probing the zone. But Toronto is going to get a chance to move this in the opposite direction. And they will indeed take the opposite direction of the rink as they switch sides with it. He's going to go back for this. Down in the corner now. Timu and Sammy going for it. And the puck tied up in the back. Dug out now. Tiggs will go to it. He's got Crab in a Tree there. He's going to go ahead and launch one. And this one just a little high and above the crease. So now here is San Jose on the move. A pass blocked, and they're going to chase this into the corner. And now finally taking out Lucic. He's got a long distance one coming in, and that almost went on frame. It will go wide to the right of the net. Now tapped down with the stick, back in the neutral zone. And nice move there to get it loose, Toronto, and broken up the pass as it goes across the blue line. So both teams making exploratory efforts here early on. That one's going to get through traffic and get swatted away by Pussy Killer. A big move there as he had some obstacles in between he and the puck, able to see it all the way through and get it out though. And now Toronto, again, those long passes just not finding their mark. San Jose very good about closing down the middle. Now moving it the other way. They've got three in front. Chance here, shot, score, Crab in a Tree as he gets the assist from Taser. And they were just all right in a row there in just wonderful position to make something happen, and they did. So San Jose first on the board. The 1-0 lead as we've done a couple of minutes of this game so far, and yeah, they've now stolen though. Chance for Toronto, looking very similar, shot wide. As we talked about the 5v5 game and how that opens things up, and now we're starting to see it a little bit. There's a shot off the post. A close one from Lucic. The rebound shot on off the other post, and now in front another chance. Going to try to settle this down, and they will take it back up to the point with Sammy. He will reload and dump in the corner, which will be sent around the boards. And, stolen. Possible chance here, but now here comes Toronto. And only up to the neutral zone before it is again taken back. So San Jose still trying to make offensive moves here, still able to hold it into the Toronto zone. A couple of good defensive plays by Toronto to break up those passes, and they will dump it back in the corner. We're under 2 minutes now in the first period. And so far a lively game as both these teams with good offense, and in particular tonight so far it's been very good defense that has been the key. How about that?
They are putting on a show for us here.
Yeah, it's not as crazy an offensive struggle so far. That could change very rapidly, the way these teams play. But certainly an entertaining game skill-wise so far. And now here is Toronto with the puck on the move. He's going to shake one loose and go ahead and send this in. It will go over the net. And back up to the point, the rocket shot. He's going to fire from back around the blue line. And so Toronto still trying to move the puck. Now it's going to go back the other way. Dumped in, chased mostly by Toronto. There's Lucic. He's looking for the interception there. Not able to get it, but they will recover the puck on their end. 39 seconds left. Dumping it back in for Lucic. And this one's going to go past him. Leafs and Tiggs there to clean things up on defense. And again, looking for that one-timer as he was skating across. That is a long-distance one-timer, and would have been a good one if they could have pulled that off. But here's a shot and a big save by Pussy Killer as he stops another one from coming in. Looking in front, the one-timer is going to go just shy and beyond the intended receiver. So with time running out in the first, here's one as he's going to launch from distance, but that will not find its mark. Will go to the second period 1-0 in what is so far a very close game. Strategy?
You know, Winters, as John Madden would say, the team that scores the most is the team that wins.
Yes, and Toronto taking that to heart here early on. They had a chance there, and just some man-on-man defense is going to stop them for the time being, but not for about 3 shots got launched towards the net. And yes, it will be a matter of which team does score the most goals here. So they're definitely looking to pick things up. Here's a long-distance one saved by K-Bomb, as that one dropped dangerously right in front of him, but he is able to make the stop. And so now San Jose on the move with it again. He's going to send this all the way down for Lucic. It is stolen. There's Kipe. And Pussy Killer going to throw this back around to Big V. Now who will come away with this in the neutral zone? It's kind of going back and forth here. Now Sammy with it. He will find some room. He's got Crab there at the center ice line. He'll send this down for Lucic. And back up to the point. Can't quite get that one settled down before a lot of defensive pressure coming in. And now here is Toronto sending one in front of the save made K-Bomb. Oh, they're getting close. They are getting close. Here's what he's just going to kind of an off-speed shot, going for the wrister there. Does not go. And San Jose, he's loose on the break. Chance, Lucic shoots, scores! Top shelf for Mama, keeps the cookies. He roofs one and makes it 2-0 in favor of San Jose. A big point there for Lucic. And now they'll just send one in off the draw. Pussy Killer up to the challenge. He will go ahead and redirect that over to Timu, who will start things off for Toronto and may try to finish things off here. He's going to go ahead and fire, and a save made as K-Bomb waves that across the net. Chance again for Lucic now. Kipe's going to catch up to him, though, and he's going to corral the puck, send it back around to Big V, who will go ahead and let this go. It does get dumped back down, and we're about halfway through this game, and Toronto has had some pretty good scoring opportunities, but the two that have gone in have been from San Jose, who are currently in first place in the league. Toronto battling for that spot tonight. Now bounced off, another chance. He's going to make a drive there, but it's, oh man, it's too many sticks in the way, but they do hang on to the puck. He's going to go all the way back to Taser for this one now. We'll send it into Sammy. He will let this one travel back around. Timu starting things off for Toronto. Kipe on the move. Big V as well. They're going to try to work their way through the neutral zone. And again, that extra man, we've seen it a lot. The neutral zone play is so much different now with that extra player, because that whole zone becomes very difficult to make those long passes to and those long shots, which they're really trying to stop. But in close, here's a good chance. And a Big V, what a shot! Oh my. What a play.
Nicely done.
And he will make it 2-1. And so, yes, a very important point again for Toronto. So we near the 1 minute mark of the second period. They're looking to add to it now. Blocked in front. Very alert defense from San Jose. But Toronto only down by 1 right now. This one's heading on net. He's going to make the stop and dribbling out in front. That could have been dangerous, but they're going to clear this out. 53 seconds now. See where Toronto goes with this. Switching it up to the opposite side. Trying to shovel one into the slot and stopped defensively a couple of times. Now back at the point. Go Leafs go, sending it through. And again, just finding a flurry of legs and sticks and other objects in the way to keep the puck from going any further. 28 seconds now, and they will try to quickly dash something off here before time runs down on them. And yet it's going to go the other way for San Jose. They've got a chance here. 15 seconds. Got to get it on the net. Will be chased around here. And Big V will watch it go. Leafs will watch it go. Don't know if they'll have time to do too much with this. He's going to go ahead and fire. And that one knocked down, redirected by Timu. But it is going to go wide. And so it sets up a very good third period here as San Jose with the lead, 2-1. Toronto coming back on the shoulders of a Big V goal. He may have to get a couple of more of those to make a difference in this game. But good stuff so far. And there's good stuff there. But, yeah, defensively, yes, both teams have really been on point. You see them playing very tight man defense. They're just marking people like a soccer game. But there's a long-distance shot almost in as he had a little help in front. Lucic was ready for it. And they're not able to sweep that past Pussy Killer, so it will stay the same on the scoreboard, at least for this first minute of the third period. Long distance shot, and that one's saved as it bounces over. Yes, sometimes those can be tricky. This one dumped in, Toronto. Taser picks it up behind K-Bomb. He's going to go ahead and he's looking for Lucic just on those long distance passes, but we just haven't seen those be as effective in this game. And I think that probably has a lot to do with people getting more accustomed to this 5v5 format. It's a huge difference maker. We've talked a lot about it, and you could really see why. Oh, there's a hammer that goes back the other way and will be picked up by Lucic. He's looking for help in front, separated from the puck. He's going to go back for it here. And Toronto all over it. Big V on the move. Timu waving him on. Now sent back, though, so Leafs is going to have to go back to pick this up. He's got Lucic following as he will redirect it around to Go Leafs Go. And now back at center ice. Here is Toronto with the chance if they can get in. But you see them just getting into that diamond shape in front and just kind of wedging themselves between the shooters and passers and their intended marks. So, yeah, it's very strong defense for both of these teams. But Toronto going to have to find a way through here. Blocked! And that puck, it'll go back into their zone. This has got a second chance, and K-Bomb will have to make the save off a very long rebound, the length of the ice and back, which he will do ably. And now the puck is just doing all sorts of crazy things, finally settling down enough for Sammy to send it into the corner. And now stolen, possible chance. Toronto trying to get this one settled onto the stick. 2 minutes now. They're only down by 1. Starting into a very tense game here at the end. Saying, yeah, is the puck overinflated? Oh, God. Okay. Referencing the recent gridiron issues. What a save there as K-Bomb. That one was, I couldn't tell if it had a chance, but it certainly did at the end. But K-Bomb able to fight it off and keep it away from the net. 1.5 minutes left. Toronto just trying to set something up offensively here, as they have had some chances, but Big V so far the one goal, the only one on the board for them. They will try to turn that around here, looking for it, going behind the net. Will he go for the wrapper? Either way, he is taken off the puck. So we'll go back to the point, and we'll be swatted back to the other side. And that's going to give a chance for right on Lucic there, but he's not able to get all of that one on the pass. And now again, and a similar setup from another direction. It does not go. Here's a long distance one, and this one's going to go wide to the left. So San Jose, they are still working offensively. And Lucic, what a shot and score. Almost directly even with the goal. Very little room for that one. But all the room a player like Lucic needs to get the points. So that's probably going to be the one that does it for this game. 3-1 at the 22nd mark here, the third period. San Jose with it now. They're just going to take their time. Moving in around 4 in the zone for Toronto. He's going to go ahead and shoot. This one stopped. They might have a chance for another one here. He fires, and that one is going to go wide. Not able to make the follow-up shot and put it in stone. The first game of the night will go to San Jose as they take a 3-1 win over Toronto, and they will retain their first place spot in the LHL. Good stuff. We'll get ready for our second game now. All right, so next we'll see Chicago in action. I think they said they are going to take all of this warm-up time. Okay, great. So a little bit of time in between matches here. And don't forget to check out the DGL website at thedgl.org. The Digital Gaming League is in full effect, as the kids say. Well, they used to say once upon a time. I don't think they say that anymore. But lots going on there. Of course, everyone there is very excited about the release of Evolve, the new asymmetrical shooter from Turtle Rock Studios, which is out today, I believe. So that's probably what you'll be seeing on this channel later on this evening, I suspect. As 4 players who are hunters take on 1 player who is a monster. We gave away 2 copies of Evolve to Critical Gaming 187 and Fiend. I hope they are enjoying their copies of Evolve tonight as the victors of the #Rec tournament that we just had through the DGL. Coming up next week on Rec Tuesday, we are planning a big show match, speaking of Critical Gaming, as I know that Death Trap, one of the great pro players of #Rec, will be back in action. We're going to try to get Death Trap and Trademark, who won at QuakeCon, to play on a super team against Critical Gaming, the winners of the tournament, in a 2v2 showdown from us here at Hell Legit Games and the Independent Broadcast Network and whoever else for Rec Tuesday. You can get that game for free also, helllegitgames.com. As yes, we will be looking at Chicago versus Hartford now. The Hawks versus the Whale. And I think that is happening now. Okay, great. For Chicago, it's going to be Hess, Deloriax, Quoof, Evcobb, and Slim. And for Hartford, it's Bo, Monty, Dalfan, Jay Lalu, and Fuzzy Wuzzy. Not sure what the wagering line looks like on this game to start with, but know that Hartford has sort of picked things up a little bit as far as their performance in this league. So they will be looking to get a good result tonight against Chicago, who has a great team, definitely. And we'll see a lot from Deloriax and Hess, I'm sure, as they provide a lot of offensive horsepower for the Chicago team. So you will definitely see them working a lot on offense, although in this game they just now dig it out of their zone and get into the opposite end, and just like that, Monty's going to get it away from Hess and send this all the way back. Will be chased into the corner here. And so Chicago right now just kind of seeing where they're going to be at on defense to try to launch their offensive attack. But right now Hartford has the puck, at least for a moment. Slim will send this around. He's got Hess up on the wing. Jay Lalu is going to be able to dislodge this. He wanted to take a poke at the net there, but it is blocked. And so now here is Hess trying to catch up to this one as it bounces off the boards, and Fuzzy Wuzzy will get there first. So a little bit of back and forth to start things off. Here's Dial now. Beautiful move to Hess, who shoots and scores! What a play those two just put together. As they've been looking for it. They've been looking for Hess repeatedly for the past 2 minutes, and all they need is just a few like that. And almost another one, but the rebound, Deloriax there right behind him to shoot and score. And so within the course of a couple of seconds, Chicago, with Dial and Hess, have taken a 2-0 lead. My goodness.
Look out.
They can turn on a dime and do it just that quickly. So all of a sudden, this game has changed dramatically with the scoring of those 2 goals. And now we'll start to see them open up a little bit more offensively. Oh, rattling one off the side of the framework there. And looking for it in front. Dial manages to squeeze it through. Oh. Oh, that's just wrong, as Dalfan was there. So that was just a power move. And now they're going to try to get off the draw. Dalfan there to push that away from the net back into the corner. Now Hess will reload. He looked like he was going to try to make a move towards the front. He is taken away from the puck. And now they're going to hold on to it. There's Dial. And yes, Tall Water Boy is out there for them as well. Is that right? Let's see. Yeah. Yes. There's some high quality H2O. But definitely some high quality H2O from this Chicago team, as they have gone up by 3. And they were just kind of, I don't know, it took them a little bit to try to find each other, but once they do, things have a way of starting to happen. And so now Hartford, with the very difficult position of having to come back from 3 goals in the first period. With a minute left, he's going to go ahead and fire from distance. This one will go wide to the right. Now Hess and Dial just taking their time, just slowing up the offensive charge of Hartford, just not really giving them room to break out. And they are there at the point to send it back in. 30 seconds now. Will be dumped the other way. Here comes the chase. Tall Water Boy there. And Quoof, who is in the net for Chicago, will go ahead and let this go the length of the ice. And here is Tall Water Boy. He gets it knocked away from him. And again in the neutral zone. With time running out, we will go to the second period with that scoreline. 3-0. Wow, Chicago just opening things up. They're just kind of playing back and forth a little bit there, and then just the gates opened, and lo and behold, 3 goals. Your thoughts?
What can I say, Winters? It's good stuff.
Yes, and we expect no less from the Chicago team. But yeah, we'll see what Hartford does as far as switching things up in the second here. As again, Chicago firing from distance. Deloriax! What a play.
Yes, he is good.
And yeah, even that far back, I mean, he was well shy of the point. But he saw enough room to have a go, and he did. And so Chicago, with 4:20 left in the second, a big lead right now, and looking to add to it. Dalfan is going to make the stop here. The rebound shot, he makes a big one there, right on, very close in, waiting to pick up that rebound. But Dalfan able to carry that out of his zone, and now they're going to open things up on the other side as Hess pushed it to Dial, a wide open net there, and Hartford is just having to dig in to try to prevent any further bleeding right now, as Chicago is very up-tempo with their offense. Puck bounces in front. This could be dangerous. Hess is going to get it. His second goal of the game. And that one just hung around long enough for somebody to shove it through, and that somebody is Hess. with 2 so far here in this game. 5 on the board for Chicago. And, oh, that one almost went. That rattled off 2 different posts. And that was Dial on that. So, my goodness.
Getting it done.
Yeah, to say the least, Ayla. A 5-goal lead and here is Hess as wide open as he's ever been. But Dalfan with a huge stop. Hess gets him on the rebound, though. Tried one hand. The save was made. Switched to the other hand. Found enough room to score. And just like that, it is 6-0. Wow.
Yes, wow.
Possible chance, though, for Hartford. He was backing up, trying to get into a good position to launch that. Not able to do it, though, and it will go back to center ice. And, oh, my, back into the hands of Chicago. He's got a little bit of room here. He's in front of the entire Hartford defense, but they will catch up to him. And send this back out. Tall water boy now. A possible chance maybe the other way for Hartford. Trying to move in. And, oh, they're just not giving him any room at all as they are quick to drop back on D and stop the rush. And so, again, Chicago with it. Dial. he does a similar move on the other side. He does connect with it, but it does not land in the net. They're going to steal it again, and here's another shot. This one wide. Just by a fraction. And they have had a lot of opportunities at the net. They have many shots on goal so far for the Chicago team. I know they keep stats on this server, so somebody later will be able to tell you how many of those there were. I can tell you from watching it that, oh, it was a bunch. Just here in this first and second period so far. So Hartford is trying to get something moving on offense here. Dalfan will dump it in and will be chased by Bo. But again, Hess there. Jay Lalu is going to have to follow him into the corner. Dalfan taking things into his own hands, who will send it around the boards. And again, you see the Chicago waiting very patiently at those boards. And now Jay Lalu will have a chance, though, for Hartford. He gets it settled down, sends one across the crease. It will go just shy of the net. But they've got a chance to reload here as Jay Lalu will dump it back in. Now Bo going deep for it. He's got a couple of people set up. He's going to backhand one as it bounces in front and sent away before it could become even more dangerous. And so far, Kroof managing to pitch a shutout. His team playing very well in front of him, and especially on the offensive side as we are almost through the second period. And they will have to handle this in the corner. That will be enough to run out the time and send us to the third. So long nights so far for Hartford these first 2 periods. Strategy?
They're going to have to score goals here.
Yes, they are. That's the imperative at this point for this Hartford team. They're dug in a pretty deep hole here with a 6-goal deficit to have to overcome. And they will begin now in the neutral zone with it. And mostly it's just a matter of trying to work something through. They do. There's the stop made. And the puck bouncing around. Chased in, sent out. Will Hartford be able to hold on? No, it goes loose. I don't know if he was expecting it to be that open or not, as Dial was just kind of coasting. But will they be able to hang on to it here in the middle of the rink? No, it will go back down. And Hartford with a possible chance. And again, just clogging up the slot with people. And so it makes it very difficult to to get passes off, to get shots off. We're seeing the teams that work in that area the most effectively being the teams that do well in these games. But 3:42 left, and as you know, it is hockey question mark. So anything can happen, and that's what Hartford is counting on here. And that one a little bit behind Dial. He went ahead and tried to grab for it anyway. Now taken by Slim. He's going to go ahead and send one in on the wrister. And they're going to hold on to this. Hess just waiting on everybody to skate around him. A big offensive move there. Looking for Dial in the slot. It just bounces over the blade. And could this be a chance for Hartford? Here they go on the move. And a big defensive stop. As you can see, it's been like that this whole game. As every time they get ready to unload something, you see the Chicago defense just pick it up and take it off the board. There's a chance. The drive goes wide. But they're going to hang on here. It's looking for the... Oh, in the slot there. It was a good chance. And now the save will have to be made by Quoof as they get the rebound shot. And they'll try to send this again between those face-off circles. And again, you see Chicago catching up, able to stop that from happening. But they are still managing to keep it in the zone. Now, finally, no, there's another chance. And he's got some room here. And again, just close enough on defense. Monty and Slim trying to push down and get some points here. We've got 2 minutes left. And puck drifting across the ice now. Hartford almost there to it, but Chicago's going to get it back. Now taken in. 3 players on. And finally it will be sent into the corner. And you can see Chicago content to slow the tempo of the game. They may go for the wraparound here, and he is stopped. As they anticipated that one coming. But can they get a shutout becomes the question. But maybe not. Here's the shot. And again, stopped defensively as Tall Waterboy and Slim in there close. Oh, and how did that one not go? Oh man. So some close chances for Hartford. Now they're going to gather it back up, go again. And a wide open net, but thwarted at the last second. And again, you just see the stick work has been superlative here, especially on the Chicago end. Has resulted in a big lead. And what is surely, at this point, 30 seconds to be a big win for Chicago. Now they're going to try to move one through. What a beautiful feed from Tall Waterboy, or to Tall Waterboy, that is, from Deloriax. It's hard to keep up with them all without a program as they just keep putting them in here. Wow.
Were you expecting anything like this?
Maybe not quite to this extent, but yeah. So Hartford is Matt's normal team. Yeah, they could definitely use Matt out there. Although, yeah, they fought hard. I think that was just it wasn't really that Hartford was doing anything wrong on offense. I think it was just really good defense by Chicago. I mean, we know them for their offense, and I mean, we are talking about a 7-0 game. But really, their defense stood out, especially in that one. And got the shutout for Quoof. Not bad. So we will go to our final game of the evening. Coming up next. Boston, New York, coming up next on DGL. Are you ready?
Yeah, are you?
Mm-hmm. All right. I think we're about ready to get started, perhaps. Yes. That was a track by Nix, a.k.a. Dopey G, from the community. And a lot of what we've been playing is from the IBN Free Music Library tonight, though. We'll tell you more about that later. Let's look at our lineups here for Boston in red. Dick McButts, Galchenyuk, Mike Milburn, Jarvin, and Pizzazz. And for New York, Claude Giroux, Proper Cheese, Gabe, Knott, 2072, and Spider. I should say that is Claude fucking Giroux and Proper fucking Cheese. With emphasis, and with emphasis on long distance shot from Knott. And that connects. Spider will get credit for the assist, but oh, man, that was all just on him. That was a beautiful shot from distance, and that is going to go in for New York. The first one of the game, 1-0. My goodness.
Getting it done.
To say the least. What a play. So now 4:20 in the first. And see how Boston responds to that. These are both very good teams. They're having their struggles right now in the league, but as we said, it's early on in the season, and games. I mean, you want to get these points. You want to improve where you're at in the standings, and you can't improve much on that. As Dick McButts, all-star there, Galchenyuk on the assist. Wow.
I am quite impressed.
Yes. Always very impressive when Dick McButts gets the puck and does stuff with it, because he is a very creative scorer. And again, we see yet another facet of his scoring ability there to tie things up. And working through here, trying to get somebody open. that is not, and Pizzazz battling for it. Now Pizzazz and Spider. Pizzazz very proactive on offense here. As this one finally sent back down the other way. They will just try to hang one off the side of the net and bounce it in front. But it's going to give Dick McButts a little bit of room here. Oh, what a stop there as New York comes back and is there. There is Gabe on the ice for New York. Now Pizzazz, he's going to try to send this through, and again you see that slot area just occupado with many of the defensive players there. And at that point, everyone becomes a defensive player. So now we'll see where Gabe and Claude go with this. They're both along the boards there. Gabe going to send it up to Claude, and a collision there. They're going to manage to work it through, at least temporarily, and it will go back to the other direction. Knott will be there on the scene as he's got Spider to run some interference in front. But stolen and now gathered back up. Here's a chance, possibly Gabe going to try to switch it to the other end. They're on the near side, sent down. And again, falling to a near deadly spot in front of the net. And this one redirected, and Proper Cheese there to make an easy stop. Easy for Proper Cheese, certainly. Now Pizzazz looking, and again broken up as Proper saw that coming. So some alert goalkeeping is maintaining our close score here as we go to the 1 minute mark of the first period. Game still tied at 1. Boston in red, New York in blue. A traditional rivalry between these two big East Coast cities. Somebody's heard of Theo Fleury. Yes, I have heard of Theo Fleury. And New York with a chance here. Shot, score! Gabe! Right over there at the face-off circle. And again, Gabe, a good shooter. You give him room, and he is going to find a way. And so they will again just fire off the draw here, just turning and burning one in. It will be taken back to center ice. Here's a chance. Dick McButts, he gets it through. Shoots and scores. Jarvin on the assist. And so that is 2 for Dick McButts to equal the 2 scored by New York. And the first period, yep, it's going to end that way. Wow.
This is something else.
Yes, this is a very close game so far. Very hotly contested between these two teams. Each team needs the points badly. And there seems to be a lot of chatter back and forth in the text chat, which there always is, but you never know to what degree it is intended or not. Whether they're just hating them because they ain't them or whatever. But either way, this thing is going to get a lot more tense here in the second period as things are as close as you can get. We always say you can't get much closer than a tie. Strategy?
Perhaps a measure of unpredictability is called for here.
You know what? That might not be a bad idea because, I mean, everybody kind of knows what's coming from each one of these teams. And is it going to be some unsung hero that you would not expect to get it done for their team and get this W that is entirely possible. But in the meantime, yeah, if you're Boston especially, you're going to be looking at guys like, Dick McButts and Galchenyuk to try to get things done. On the other end, of course, you got Claude. If you got Claude, you're never quite out of a game. Looking for the shot there as it just kind of got away from him. Chance to gather it back up here. And just not able to get a chance to settle that down before, again, the slot defense, huge. And now on the other side, the shot off the post. Oh, the rebound in front. He hits it wide. Oh, he was right there on the doorstep. Low-hanging fruit. Not able to convert that. And that's the kind of goal that, the near goal, that is, that can come back to haunt you. Wow.
Have mercy.
So we will remain at 2-2. And the puck going down into the corner here. Proper will take it. He'll get it over to Knott. And they will try to maneuver it into position here in between the face-off circles. It will be blocked. And still hanging on, trying to push this in. And finally now they're just going to try to get this out of their zone. They're facing a lot of very intense pressure as they're just face-to-face with them. Here's a long-distance drive and a save. Proper cheese as he sees that one through traffic. Makes the tough stop. And that was a good one for his team there. Now on the other side, save made as well. Oh, how did he catch that one? It was looked like it went off his heel. He was actually skating in the other direction. Was Jarvin there? So big saves on either side by both of these goaltenders, and they remain knotted at 2. Here's a drive. This one's going to go wide to the right. Now Dick McButts trying to catch up to it. Fire goes through, and it gets hit a stick on the way in, and that gave it a chance, at least briefly, and now Austin will take the nets for New York. So a lot of substitution going on here between these teams. There's some depth here. And we'll see how that goes. Of course, if you watch the HQML All-Stars skills competition, you caught Austin in action last Friday. He led the league in voting. Oh, and he had him there on the initial stop, the follow-up stop, Galchenyuk there, and finally Dick McButts just coming in and whacking it through. 3-2. Yeah, there's only so long you can stand there against players of that caliber and keep making those stops. He held in as long as he could. But again, Dick McButts. And there's a big save as he rejects it all the way back out to the point from where it was shot. And now they will battle on the boards for this. Dick McButts trying to get some room. He'll send it down to Pizzazz. And they will start working that pick and roll game, but it's going to go back up to center ice. And in fact, well beyond, as Dick McButts will just go ahead and carry this back to his own net and set him up at the opposite blue line. 6 seconds now. The steal, possible chance here. Spider working it through. Shot. And that will not go. But it was a shot worth taking as time was running out there. So now we'll go to the third period. 3-2, the Boston lead in what is turning out to be a very, very good game between these two teams. Opening faceoff, third period, chance in front, just hanging there, finally gotten to by Boston. And now look at him work his way through. That is a patented Dick McButts move. And you know, he is 1v1. It's hard to top Dick McButts. But again, having that extra player out there on defense, that does kind of discourage a lot of that one-man game, and then you start having to look for passes. But then you've got the extra guy blocking passing lanes. So yeah, it has definitely added a dimension to the way LHL is played. I have to give credit. I was not sure, to be honest, that it was going to work out quite that well, but right now it really seems to. I think that is a testament to how well the game is being played in North America right now. And seeing on the subreddit on r/hockey ? Some of the comments from top players like Delorex, I think that North America may feel a little slighted by the world community of international hockey players at large, because they have really, and I've been bearing witness to that, they have really stepped up their game even in the past few months. I think the game has improved so much in these North American leagues. And so, although the last World Cup campaign didn't go too well for USA and Canada, I have a feeling that the next one, they are going to be a lot more competitive. And so, talking to Amigo Meepo, hopefully pretty soon we'll be getting some sort of international competition, if not a full World Cup, which won't come until later in the year, then maybe some sort of friendly competition in the meantime. We certainly look forward to that, as I think North America has some things to prove to the world, and they appear ready. Just the high level of skill we're seeing even tonight. And look at that shot by Gabe, and a huge moment, a crucial goal from Gabe with the assist from Knott will tie this thing up at 3 with half a period left to go. How about that?
How about that indeed?
Oh, yeah, it's been an interesting night of hockey, Ayla. There's times when it gets very quiet, and then times when it just sort of explodes into these wild moments. And certainly there will be a lot of wild moments to be captured in Matt's weekly highlight reel for DGL. Yeah, if you haven't gone to the DGL.org, definitely check it out. As every week they show you the best of what happens in LHL, and I think we've seen a few candidates tonight for plays of the week. It's hard to narrow down just one, and we are not done yet. We are in a tie game here as we go into the closing parts of the third period. New York, Boston, something's got to give. What will it be? Who will it be? Who's going to be the hero here? It's got to be somebody, no matter how long it takes. And that somebody could possibly be Dick McButts. It certainly has in the past. He has done his fair share of heroics. Will he go for the wrapper here? He does, but it goes across the line. It will not make it through. And so now rebound shot. Galchenyuk, he's going to send this in. And there is Claude is going to get it out of the zone just in time. He is looking for Gabe on the move. Will he have room to do anything with this? They're going to slow down to try to match pace with him. And they're able to, but a drive all the way through, and it does not go. Oh, man, that was a close one there. And so now here is New York. They are on the jump right now. 41 seconds left to play in regulation. Finally taken away here. Here's Boston. See where they go with it. He's going to go ahead and fire from distance. The rebound, Pizzazz! They're on the doorstep to convert it. Dick McButts with the long drive. Pizzazz with the follow-up. And shoot the puck, crash the net. Old-fashioned hockey, 4-3 with 23 seconds left. Could that be the game winner? Maybe not. They've still got time left here. New York on the move offensively, trying to send one in front. Again, there's like 3 players in front. Oh, my. And time runs out. How about that?
This is some good stuff.
This was a great game right there. As 4-3 ends up being the final of a very fun-to-watch game between Boston and New York. That was a tough one, It went right to the very end. But unfortunately for New York, even though they were really fighting hard, they're going to take the L here. And Boston will win the game. And so that's going to do it. We hope you have enjoyed all three of these games. If not the outcomes, then certainly the games. I don't know who you're rooting for out there. And they're asking about reviews on the third goal. I don't know. It looked good from here. That's all I can tell you. If there was any, there was that one that went across the line. I don't know. That if you're going to go back and look at anything on replays, that might be one to look at. But that will have to be dealt with later with the league officials. Right now, it counts as a win, and it is in the books. So once again, thanks to everybody who watched. And Ayla, final thoughts?
Thank you, Winters. It was a pleasure to cast with you tonight. And thank you to everyone who watched and all the teams that played. Don't forget to check out the YouTube. Just type in IBN Casting there and you will find all the episodes of Friday Night Hockey and more. Also follow on Twitter at IBN Casting. And Winters can be found on Twitter as well, at Winters with a 1.
Yeah, that is us. And, of course, Digital Gaming League.
Yes. Don't forget to check out the website at thedgl.org, where you can find out more about games such as Hockey and #Rect.
I could not have said it better myself, Ayla. So from all of us here, at DGL, at IBN, at LHL, at all the L's, we will see you next time. And don't forget Friday night. We'll be back with Friday Night Hockey. I don't know what we're going to be casting, but we will be casting something. It is the off season, but we usually find something amusing and entertaining to do. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Good night.
Night.